Okay, so what I'm gonna do tonight is I'm gonna open this knife up and see if I can't straighten out what's wrong with it. This is the air light that I beat the mess out of. See, it's kind of, that lock is kind of acting weird when you open it and you close it. Kind of stays up there. So we're gonna see if I open it, can I figure out what's going on with it. So let's open up the old toolbox here. Been using this for years on this here channel, but I don't use it a lot, so I gotta figure out where everything is, figure out what's what goes where. That's not it. All right. A long time ago, you should tell a story while I was working on this stuff so y'all don't get bored. So let me think of a story that I can tell while I open this up. All right, I'm thinking of a story. Did I ever tell you this story? I may have a long time ago. There's enough new people. Tell you the story the time me and my sister got locked in the toolbox. Now, this one might be it here. Hold on, let me see here. I gotta get this organized. I can't open anything. All right, that feels good. Okay. So, my grandpa, oh, this might be it here already. Yeah, this one's already prepared in my other torque driver here. We'll keep that one over here just in case. So my grandpa, all I'm gonna do is unscrew these screws here. My grandpa owned this late 70s, remember those small little Toyota pickups, the little single cab, like miniature pickups? He had one of those. Man, that thing, we went everywhere in that thing. I say late 70s. He had that thing starting about 76 or so. Because I remember going on my 5th birthday run in that Toyota. So it had to be like 76, 77. Well, anyways, he had that thing, shoot, for 20 years or so. I mean, a long time. So they were taking a trip to the dump. Well, you remember those cabs. There was a seat, and then like a little bitty area, and then another seat. And so my dad, who ran about 245 back then, 250, he was going to take up his own seat. And my grandpa, he was a slender man. He's probably like 160 pounds. He's good fit shape. He was going to take up his own seat. And there wasn't going to be room for me and my sister. So what they did, it was kind of cool. My grandpa had this old, like a plywood toolbox. I don't know if y'all remember those. Sometimes they used to have those. I don't know if they still do, but he had a plywood toolbox in the back of his truck. And so what they did was they put some pillows in there, and they put some blankets down there. And then so me and my sister, Becky, we laid down in the back of that truck, in the back of that toolbox. And then they put all the dump stuff, right there. So here's the toolbox, and they put all the dump stuff over here. So it was all good. We were completely safe. But let me see if I can crack this open real quick. Hold on real quick. Let me find my crack it open tool here. Here we go. So the dump, I want to say the dump was like 35, 40 minutes away. It wasn't a terribly long drive, but it was, good enough drive away. So we get out, we made it to the dump. Everything's cool, copacetic. It was always fun for us to go to the dump. Didn't have much money, so it was kind of like a weird surprise toy shopping trip, if that sounds right. Y'all ever went to the dump when you were kids? Didn't have money? All right, let's see what's going on here. Why is this thing... Oh, I think I know why. I think this spring is just bent up a little bit and out of place. So maybe we can fix that. Okay, well, that's that just like that. Let's take this off here. Oh, came off by itself. Alright, so this was like that. That was like that. Doesn't look like anything's broken through here. Looks like the pin is still in good shape here. Yeah, just some plastic. Oh, that's probably it. I think yeah, that's what happened. It's where it's set. If you can see right there, it kind of chipped off in there. So that might be why it's slipping a little bit. But I also think that spring was a little bit sideways too. So we might be able to fix it in a tiny bit, but I don't think we're going to be able to fix it completely. See, let's see here. Nothing wrong with this pin or that hole. Let's check this out real quick. Nothing wrong with that pin. This scale actually held up pretty good. So what we'll do is reposition this once we get it all back together here. Make sure the pivot pin is in the correct space. Okay, we'll put this back in here and see if we can force this back into place correctly. How do we do that? I think we set the spring first, right? I haven't taken one of these apart in a while. So let's see if we can do this. Yeah, that's what you do. You kind of like put it there, push it down. There you go. Bring that back here. Oh. See if we can force it in there. Okay. Alright, there. It's forced in there now. Everything seems pretty locked in. Just worried that that's not going to hold there. Alright, let's tap that in a little bit. So anyways, we made it to the dump. Get that all cracked in their place. We made it to the dump, and on the way back, it was a totally different story then. On the way back, me and my sister, because what they had done, so here's the lid, they kind of propped it up on the latch. So you remember those old flappy latches that would come over and then you'd stick something through it and it would stay. Well, they just kind of put the lid into that little crevice there on that latch, and that's what was giving us daylight and freedom or whatever. So me and my sister, I don't remember why we started doing it. We just kind of started popping that lid a little bit, just kind of goofing around and kicking that lid. Well, within minutes, that lid... Oh, me. Poor Becky. That lid... Poor me, too. I was scared. That lid shut, and that latch latched. And now we're in this coffin. It's no longer a fine bed of, plywood. It's a coffin. And so they're traveling down the road. I don't know what they're doing, listening to Steely Dan or whatever those people listened to back then. But we were just hollering and just help. the total darkness, everything was upsetting, and then we just started praying. Oh my gosh, we were some praying fools for about 25 minutes there, trying to pray our way out of there, and got back. This is the late 70s, and all the sympathy you'd think you'd get for a near-death experience like that, you're not going to get back then. If you were born back then, you know what they said. You know what they were like, I bet you don't do that again, or something like, why would you do that? Or I told you not to do that. No sympathy. Me and my sister, traumatized. I probably won't live as long as I should have, just because of 30 minutes in the death box in the back of my grandpa's old Toyota there. So, yeah, Becky, I don't think you're watching this, but I'm sorry you had to go through that. But here we go. Let's see if this thing works. This will be fun if this thing will actually work. It was working. It was just the detent was screwed up, and I was wanting to give it away, but that detent screwed up. I don't want to be the person that gives away a stabby knife. Somebody can reach in their pocket and pull out a nub kind of knife. Alright, so let's see if I can get this in here. Yeah, I haven't taken a knife apart in a while. This feels kind of fun. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, I locked down that pivot like It owed me money here. Let me take that out real quick. Put that back in there. Just loosen it up just a tad. There we go. All right. There it is. We fixed it. Ha 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 ha! It was just that spring was locked a little sideways. Still got a little side to side. No back and forth at all. No up and no this way. So that's good. All right. Let's tighten it just a little bit, see if we can fix that side to side at all. It might just be because that pinhole is ganked up pretty good. We skinned it up nicely there. But yeah, I think that's going to stick with you for a while. Let's see here. I don't know. We got a little more room here. Let's tighten it up just a little bit more here. Still there. All right, we're gonna keep going here. Hold on. One more try at the tightening. Oh, there was a little sticky there. A little sticky. Oh, it's coming back. Oh no, Jim, it came back. Let's loosen it up. Maybe it's too tight. All right. Detent's still there. Oh, see, it's a little bit loose again. I have to tighten that pivot just a little bit, just to keep that in order there. I just don't want it opening on somebody there. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to open that back up. Well, I'll open it up, see if I can't fix it. If I do fix it, check out What the Friday Live on this Friday, and we'll see if we can't do some kind of twist to giveaway with this thing. What do you think? All right, let me know what you think down there. I'm going to open this bad boy back up and see if I can't fix it and add a little addendum to the current video. I'll talk to you later.